Good morning and welcome everyone to our presentation about the evolution of the Wolverton and Greenleys Community Magazine. I'm Mandy, Shipp, I'm the Deputy Clerk for Wolverton and Greenleys Town Council, and this is Jemma, my colleague, who is our Communications Administrator for the Town Council. We're the two officers who act at the moment as the editors of the local community magazine, and we thought it would be best to start with a bit of background on our parish.
Lights aren't working, sorry.
Okay.
There we go. Slow, a little bit slow, but it's coming through.
So our parish is within Milton Keynes. We serve the communities throughout Greenleys, Hodgley, Stacey Bushes, Stonebridge, Old Wolverton, Wolverton Mill, and Wolverton itself. Wolverton town itself has an extensive history in the railway industry, and to this day we house the Royal Train.
At the last census of 2021, our local parish population stood at just shy of 14,500 residents, which shows a steady growth trend. We've got a relatively even split between male and female residents and have a large demographic and cultural face within our parish. We have a mix of residents of all ages and all groups, and a large majority of family-aged residents within our area.
So we should start with where our Now Community newsletter began. The Now Kings Community Centre was a local organisation formerly known as Madcap. Madcap was a centre for music, performing and visual arts within Wolverton. In June 1993, Wolverton Madcap created Wolverton News. It was an 8-page double-sided paper document which was free to Wolvertonians or 20p for all others. The aim was to bring people of Wolverton together through sharing local news and events through residents' doors every 3 months. In September 1997, Wolverton Madcap produced its last issue of Wolverton News. This was issue 12.
In 1997, the Wolverton and Greenleys Neighbourhood Council was formed. This was the first stage of the council in the area, and in February and March of 1998, the Neighbourhood Council revived the magazine and renamed it the Wolverton Neighbourhood News. The newsletter was designed in-house, and one of our long-standing councillors was heavily involved in this. They were keen to open up communication with local residents in the times of no social media, and this would allow them to share information about the work of the Neighbourhood Council directly with all of the residents. In the spring of 2001, the Wolverton and Greenleys Neighbourhood Council transitioned into what is now the Town Council. In May 2002, the year of the late Queen's Golden Jubilee, the Wolverton and Greenleys News grew into a 16-page, double-sided, glossy printed magazine.
Our community magazine has changed and evolved over the years, starting with the A4 paper news to the 16-page black and white glossy newsletter you have seen so far. The first colour copy of the community magazine was created and printed in 2005. This was of paper format. The first bound magazine was created in 2011 and has since grown on through the years. A Newer Look magazine was created and printed in August 2015. We celebrated our 100th issue in October of 2016. By this time, it had become a much-loved community publication to our residents. We kept the magazine going through COVID, allowing the Town Council to keep connected with the local residents and allowed us to provide help and supporting information during the pandemic. For many older residents, this was their only connection to the outside world. In October 2022, the Town Council dedicated the community magazine to the late Queen Elizabeth II, and celebrated the life of our longest serving monarch. This then brings us up to one of our most recent issues.
Ready? we have a set of printing guidelines for our community magazine as agreed by our town council, and these are as follows. They are A4 in size, 32 pages self-covered, printed on both sides, printed on 100 GSM silk, folded, stitched and neatly trimmed to size. PDF files are created for both printing and for the new website. And once printed, it's delivered to the town council offices, ready to go out for general distribution. Alongside the printing guidelines, and to ensure that there isn't a standardised look, we follow strict content guidelines. The font is standard size. The middle 4 pages are for town council updates. The back cover is used to publicise town council events, which are used unless there's a premium page which is requested from a content provider. On page 2, we have Wolverton Mayor's editorial, which introduces the readers to the issue and gives you an idea of what to look out for in the issue in any event and any events that she's attended. Local content takes precedence over articles from outside of the parish. There are 4 seasonal colours which are used throughout the magazine. Paid adverts are towards the front of the publication, normally on the left-hand page, with the articles appearing on the right. And related content, such as sports or community groups, are grouped together. There's also an upcoming meeting calendar, officer and staff and council information, which is printed on the inside of the back page.
The content provided is requested to hit certain criteria. The images need to be sent separately to any wording and should be no less than 100 kilobytes or 1 megabyte. Any caption should be used as the file name. Logos must be of print quality and not copied from online web sources. For articles, we have the guidelines of 520 words with 4 pictures for a full page, 350 words with 1 picture for a half page, and 150 words with 3 small pictures for a quarter page. We always try to include content for all ages in each issue. We have content for children with recently introduced puzzle and fun seasonal recipes. Young adults publicising local events and sessions we host for them to be able to attend. The main article content throughout the magazine is aimed at adults. This includes external content providers from local groups, organisations, businesses and residents. There is also the Town Council updates throughout the year, which can include our yearly budget.
Adverts are requested to be of A4 size and can be submitted in PDF, PNG, JPEG, Microsoft Word and EPS format. We set out our guidelines for the different sizes so that our content providers can ensure that their adverts are legible once printed in the requested size. We do charge advertisers for content that is classed as for profit. For a full premium page, we charge £269.28. For a full page, £190.08, a half page £99, a quarter page £54.12, and an eighth of a page £39.60. New advertisers are offered a free additional advert when purchasing for the first time. All advertisers are offered a 10% discount when they block book a further 3 to 5 adverts, or a 20% discount if they block book for a further 6 or more. These promotions do not apply to the premium page, e.g. the first and the rear pages. Non-profit organisations supported by a copy of their constitution rules, plus a set of accounts and registered charities may qualify for free advertising, but this is not a guarantee.
Our community magazine process. 2 weeks before the deadline for content, we send out an email to all providers to remind them that the deadline is approaching. A week before the deadline, a further email is sent. We use a magazine workbook, which is our Bible to create each issue. This allows us to ensure that all adverts and article content is captured. We allocate the contents to pages with a page allowance, so it's clear to see what is going where in the next issue. We colour code for when we have received content, when content is expected, and when content is ready for the magazine designer.
The deadline for all content is the first Thursday of the month prior to distribution. For our next issue, covering August and September, the deadline is Thursday, the 4th of July. On the Friday, we will collate the content, which is then sent over to our magazine designer, and this is done online via WeTransfer due to the content file sizes.
The following Friday, the second Friday of the month, we receive back the first draft of the issue. This draft normally goes through extensive changes, with content being moved between pages. The following Monday to Wednesday, we dedicate ourselves to editing the magazine ready for printing. We use PDF editor to mark and highlight the changes, so the changes are made clear to the magazine designer to update on their side. If you take a look at the pictures on this slide, you can see how the page can evolve from its first draft. We add more pictures where there's lots of heavy text on our pages, and we always monitor the colours that are being used. So with this one, we weren't keen on the colours that first came back, so we asked to have some more summery colours. We also monitor that text is legible for people to be able to read, so we're very cautious when white writing is used on a colour background. When we are satisfied and happy with all the changes that have been made, we confirm to the designer, who then sends the final print version to the printers and the website version back to us on the Thursday. The final printed copies are then delivered to the Town Council offices on the last Friday of the month, ready for the magazine to be distributed the weekend ahead of the new month.
We have a dedicated team of local magazine distributors who help deliver the community magazine to all the homes within the parish, one of which has been delivering the community magazine for over 15 years. They are each paid £85 per 1,000 copies delivered. The distribution is broken down into 8 rounds: Wolverton 1, Wolverton 2, Old Wolverton, Wolverton Mill, Greenleys 1, Greenleys 2, Hodgley and Stacey Bushes. The Town Council are keen to keep the community magazine local. The content included is to do with the local area. We use images which are from within the parish. Our magazine designer is based in Wolverton, and our distributors also live within the parish. The only part completed outside of our local area is the printing of the magazine, and this is purely down to the costs associated with it.
Each issue, we have 6,200 copies printed. These are distributed to 6,169 homes and are available to collect from the town hall and at our venues that we have to hire, and is also available to read through our website. Each issue, the cost of design is £640. The cost of printing is £1,796. The cost of distribution is £525. So the total cost per issue is £2,961. The income we receive can vary from year to year. Please see the examples on the slide. In 2019 to 2020, we received £3,730.71p. In 2020 to 21, we received £1,818.14p. In 2021 to 22, we received £1,960.30p. In 2022 to 23, we received we'd love that, £2,798.70p. And in 2023 to 24, we received £1,498.53p. Each year, the production of the magazine is run at a loss, but the benefit far outweighs this loss.
We enter the National Parish Magazine Awards each year, and these awards are broken down and judged in 5 categories. Best Design, Best Content, Best Editor, Best Print, and Best Overall Magazine. In 2022, we were placed 18th out of 450 entrants. In 2023, we were placed 21st out of 450 entrants. And in 2024, of course, we're going for first place. Who knows?
We have an online form available for our residents to complete to let us know what they think of our community magazine and any suggestions they would like to see in addition to the current content. Here's a quick snippet of some of the comments received from our readers. It is a fantastic publication which allows me to keep up to date with what is happening and is planned in my local area. It is full of great local news, supports local initiatives and gives a voice to groups in the community. Informative and entertaining.
We feel that our community magazine needs to grow continually and evolve as the world does so quickly. And we have some ideas and aims for the future. We are sure more will develop as time goes by, but here are some current ideas and aims. To increase the income, the option to have promotional adverts on a rolling screen in the town hall for all visitors to see, alongside advertising within the printed magazine. To keep the content focused on local community and continue to expand content to interest more age groups, for example, more growth within the secondary school and their young adults. Digitalisation, so the online version would become a digital flip book rather than a PDF scrolling version, which we currently have. Monitor the printing costs and ensure the quality of the print is not affected or reduced. And keeping it local. Move into a more local printers to support local businesses and ensure quality of print is exactly the same.
So that's our community magazine. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask away.